Hey guys, how are we doing? So we're back on another Kage video. On this one, I think it's going to be quite interesting. This is Kid Naruto is Overpowered. And, my god, Kid Naruto was cool. My favourite part of Naruto when it comes to the manga is volumes 1 to 27, which is the original story before Sasuke went off with Orochimaru. Like, I just thought it was amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, Shippuden and 28 onwards were good, but volume 1 to 27 were just incredible. Like, seeing them grow up and learning what they learn, and yeah. So, seeing a video about Kid Naruto being OP is pretty decent, because it's going to show all the really cool moments he had, and all the feats he accomplished as a child. So, let's get into this. Kid Naruto is Overpowered.
Yo, how's it going, everybody? Swag here,
Hi.
and welcome to today's video where we're going to be taking a look at our boy Naruto Uzumaki
Woo.
and analyzing his strength at different points throughout the series.
Cool.
Now, anybody who's watched or read the series from front to back knows that this was supposed to be a story about a kid going from zero to hero. Kishimoto's goal was clearly to take Naruto from nothing and make him into this super hyper mega badass that everybody looked up to and nobody could beat. But what's interesting about this is that Naruto's always been pretty powerful.
Yeah.
This video is mostly just an excuse for me to talk about how cool Kid Naruto is, despite the fact that the series doesn't really present him as a top-tier fighter. And if enough people ask, I'll probably make a second video where I take a look at all of the forms of Naruto from Shippuden and onwards. For the sake of simplicity in this video, I'll be skipping through time between Naruto's major milestones, and I'll define a milestone as any time Naruto added something really major or significant to his arsenal, or any time there was a time skip that implied a large increase in both skill and power.
Okay.
So the first point in time we'll be taking a look at is Naruto as an academy student back when he pretty much couldn't do anything. He was like Rock Lee,
couldn't even do a shadow clone.
Taijutsu skill at this point. I mean, the kid didn't have anything in his arsenal. No good ninjutsu, no good genjutsu, no good taijutsu. The only technique he was proficient with was the sexy jutsu, which was a variant of the very basic transformation jutsu, and even then, that was the only way he could effectively use it. When he attempted to transform into anything else, he failed. Then Mizuki attempted to take advantage of Naruto's unique blend of inaptitude and ambition by telling him to go and steal the fucking scroll of skills, which was a scroll that contained techniques so powerful that Hashirama Senju thought it needed to be stored away somewhere where nobody could get it. Now, the context for this isn't provided at the beginning of the series, but later on when you really get to know who Hashirama is and the sort of stuff that he's done before, the sheer magnitude of this sort of sinks in, because like Hashirama is the same guy who took 8 of the 9 Biju and just gave them away to the other villages. There was just something about this scroll that he thought was too dangerous to be left in the fucking hands of the public. And Naruto got his hands on it. Now, by some miracle, he managed to learn one of the forbidden jutsu contained within this scroll in a couple of hours, and that jutsu happened to be one that was perfect for him. It was the multi-shadow clone jutsu, a much better version of the standard shadow clone jutsu that allowed its user to create hundreds, if not thousands of clones, provided that they had enough chakra to do so. The reason it was considered dangerous enough to be written on this scroll, along with all of the other crazy jutsu that were probably there, like the 8 trigram sealing style, the Reaper Death Seal, possibly even the Flying Thunder God, and Edo Tensei, is because since the Shadow Clone Jutsu forces its user to evenly disperse their chakra among the clones they create, creating like 100 or 1,000 of them, I mean, it's killed people before. And this is where we're given the first indication of Naruto's dormant power. If the first Hokage thought this jutsu was too dangerous for widespread use, then there's no way this fucking 11, 12-year-old pre-Genin ninja should be able to pull it off so easily. Further context is provided for this feat later when Kakashi says that Genin shouldn't be able to use fire jutsu because of how much chakra it consumes. But like, what do you think saps more of your energy? Creating a fireball or cloning yourself like 500 times? Now, it's also later explained that one of the reasons why elemental jutsu are so hard to perform is because nature transformation is a thing, and that's something that people have to master. But still, at the time, Kakashi said chakra, so the audience is led to believe that Naruto has a lot of it. A lot of it. He also used this jutsu to kick the shit out of a Chunin with no effort at all.
Yeah, didn't even try.
Episode 1/Chapter 1, Naruto has already cemented himself at Chunin level. And this is without even mentioning he didn't seem to draw from the Nine Tails chakra to create this many clones.
No, it doesn't look like it, doesn't know.
Classify what I'm about to discuss as a milestone because Naruto makes use of this ability randomly randomly and without any input of his own. But I want to briefly examine the first few appearances of what many people refer to as KN0 Naruto. This is Naruto in his initial Nine-Tail state, without the tailed beast cloak, but even then with just a sliver of the Q-Beast chakra, he's able to pull off some pretty crazy shit. Most notably, making Haku look like a bitch. That was amazing. Through his ice mirrors with no effort at all, which is a little bit absurd because even Haku said that it's pretty tough to destroy the ice mirrors even using fucking fire jutsu. Yeah. And then in the Forest of Death, Naruto used
he stops the snake. I forgot about that. That's so cool.
Orochimaru's snake summons, and even scared Orochimaru into using the 5-pronged sealing jutsu to seal it away, keep Naruto from accessing the Nine-Tails
there's so much cool stuff that happened.
Fear that it may become a problem for him at some point in the future. Now, you can attribute most of this to the Nine-Tails and not Naruto himself, since it's much more likely that Orochimaru was just scared by the idea of going up against a full-power Q-Beach and Tricky than it is that he was scared of Kid Naruto. But I still think that this was worth talking about because, like, Naruto did this with the smallest fraction of the Nine-Tails chakra possible. You could easily consider both of these feats Jonin level plus, because Zabuza considered Haku stronger than him, and while Orochimaru was scared enough of Naruto's power in this Nine-Tails enhanced state to go out of his way to strengthen the seal keeping the Kyuubi inside of him, he didn't even bat an eye at Kakashi, one of the most skilled and famous ninja in the entire world, and somebody you definitely expect to be much more threatening than Naruto. Yeah. Now, this isn't to say that Naruto surpassed Kakashi at this point, because he didn't even come close, but I think it's still worth mentioning just because of how impressive it sounds when you apply context to it. The next point in time I want to focus on is the late Chunin exam. Naruto fought Neji and subsequently Gaara. At this point, he showed that he was both capable of taming the Nine-Tails chakra to a certain extent at least, and performing the summoning jutsu, though I'll get into that a bit later. So this Naruto puts both of the others to shame, because first of all, he one-shots Neji. Neji boxed with Rock Lee on a regular basis and consistently went to town on him, but Naruto took him out with one punch. That sort of speaks for itself, but it's not even close to as impressive as what Naruto pulls off in the fight against Gaara, where he damages, severely damages, I might add, a partially transformed Gaara. The same Gaara who survived getting hit by a Chidori, and a Gaara who is presumably much more durable than the Gaara who fought Rock Lee, who he beat, by the way, despite the fact that Lee opened the 3rd gate, the 4th gate, and the 5th gate. Like, you can say this is reaching if you really want to, but no matter how you look at it, that makes Naruto's punches here very comparable to those of 3rd and 4th gate Rock Lee. Naruto also creates 2,000 shadow clones in this fight, and still somehow has enough chakra left over to summon fucking Gamma Buta. He then goes on to fight an actual tailed beast and wins, and successfully talk no jutsu Gaara into becoming a good guy. Now, when I said that what Naruto did in the Forest of Death and on the Great Naruto Bridge in KN0 was Jonin level plus, that may have been reaching just a little bit, but I don't think anybody's gonna get too upset if I say that this shit borders on Kage level. And keep in mind, this is in like the 2nd arc of the series. Maybe the 3rd if you consider the first half of the Chunin exam a different arc than the 2nd. Then after this, in the arc immediately following this one, Naruto learns how to perform the Rasengan, a jutsu known only to Kakashi, Jiraiya, and Minato. A Jonin, one of the Sannin, and the 4th Hokage. I'd also like to point out that all 3 of these people either were Hokage or were candidates for Hokage, so if you want to say that managing to perform the Rasengan is a Kage level feat, feel free to. I'm not going to stop you. He then uses the Rasengan to practically one-shot Kabuto, this guy who is effortlessly dealing with Tsunade, who happened to become the 5th Hokage practically the day after this fight happened. And I mean, even if you don't want to consider that Kage level, Naruto still dealt with a Jonin with little difficulty. So I mean, view it however you want to, it's still pretty fucking impressive. Now, surprisingly, in the Sasuke retrieval arc, Naruto doesn't do anything nearly as impressive as anything I've talked about up to this point.
No, he doesn't.
He pulls off some pretty insane stuff during his fight with Sasuke, but most of it is stuff we've already seen before, up until the point he enters the one-tailed cloak state for the first time. We don't get to see what he's capable of in it for very long. But anyway, I think the most impressive feat he has in this arc is surviving getting hit by a Chidori at point blank, and then just getting up and acting like nothing happened. Sasuke even claims that this Chidori should have either taken out Naruto's lung completely or punctured a hole in it. So not only did he regenerate regenerate that massive hole in his shoulder, he also healed critical damage to one of his vital organs. The anime version of the fight has him doing some shit that's pretty nutty, like creating this massive
that's crazy,
clones and using it to slam Sasuke into a mountainside. But in the manga, his feats aren't quite as ridiculous, and the only noteworthy thing that really happens is him regenerating, like I just mentioned.
Yeah.
So then, that covers everything that took place during part 1. But before I go, let me just briefly recap everything that I've mentioned in the video so far, and touch on a few things that I might not have gotten to yet, just to make sure that the sort of stuff Naruto was pulling off right from the beginning really sinks in for all of you. He masters a Jonin plus level forbidden jutsu, assists in the takedown of a Jonin and his Jonin tier comrade, makes it to the final rounds of the Chunin exams, goes undefeated in a series of one-on-one battles against Kiba and the prodigy of the Hyuga clan himself, Neji, defeats a tailed beast in one-on-one combat, one-shots Kabuto. He also masters 2 Jonin Takage level jutsu, and of course there's all of the shenanigans in the Sasuke retrieval arc, like spamming shadow clones and Rasengan, like it doesn't even matter, regenerating a punctured lung, and all that other juicy stuff. Anyway, that's gonna be all from me. Thanks as always for watching the video all the way to the end. Leave any thoughts, questions, or just general comments in the comment section below. Make sure to let me know if you want a follow-up video about all of the later versions of Naruto, and until my next video, I'll talk to you later. Swagkage out. Bye.
That was cool. I like it. Like, Kid Naruto was amazing. So much cool stuff happened in the first part of the story. It was epic. It was like, don't know, like every time he got a new form and shipped in and that, it wasn't as like impressive and like, oh yeah, go for it, because you'd seen him come from like a little child that used to get bullied and had no friends and couldn't do anything to that. And yeah, volumes 1 to 27 is definitely my favourite part of Naruto in the manga. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. What did you guys think of that? What did you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below, let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys, just all you guys, next time.